All right, YouTube. I picked these up on the way home today. Saw them up on Marketplace. Guy was asking 500 bucks for them. Says they ran not too long ago, a few months back. They've been sitting for a while. I got them down in price a little bit. Knocked off another 100 bucks from what he was asking. So they need some work, that is for sure. But parts for these things are cheap. So got a brand new set of tires here. And these bikes are pretty much the same bike. I think they're just different years. So the blue one has got a tag on it that says 2017. So I'll have to find this one here. But if I can at least make one run and then we'll just sell that one, then we'll be that far ahead. But I don't think I'll have any issues getting these things running as long as they got compression. If they don't, then maybe we'll order up some rings and stuff. These bikes are really simple to work on. We'll tear it down, tear all the plastics off, try to get them running, and we'll kind of go from there, guys. I'm just trying to get power at this point. I definitely don't have any. Don't want to go buy a wiring harness and not need it, but you know, that might be the case. All right. I don't know why there is another wire here. I think we're just gonna go this one. I think that positive, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, it's supposed to go to the starter. That starter's got power to it already. Oh, she cranks over, scared the crap out of me. Alright. So that is going directly to the starter. So I guess this solenoid, we got a yellow with I'm almost half tempted just to get a goddamn wiring harness for this thing. Let's don't have much coverage so bad. See if we got spark. I don't know if we got spark. So we got no spark. Which leads me to believe. Let me try this. We got this little tether here. Still no spark. I think that's just the lights. Alright, we got spark. Alright. Definitely got spark. So I don't know. Let me see. Do I get spark without that? No, so this has to be pushed in. Alright. We got spark. Let's go plug that spark plug in. See if we can get her to pop off. Actually, you know what? I mean, I was gonna check compression, but I'm pretty sure this thing's got compression. If it doesn't, then we'll come back to that. Oh boy. Let's make it right. Not the plug for it. CR7HAC. There's gonna be spark plug or strip here from right, but oh, look at that. That's ready to fall out of there. Tighten that up for sure. Got another mount for this thing somewhere? Up top. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to crank up with some, choke it up. Push this in. Well, she fucking runs. Do that again. Let's see. Oh, pattern fell down. Spread a little more. Choke it up again. get with the brake clean. Do one more time. See, let it run a little bit longer if we can. She runs. I mean, that's a good sign. So now I need to get a new one of these. Actually, I might have it. Let me see. Go to my other cart. I do have one. It looks like it's for the Honda. I need a little bit bigger. Yeah, about the same size. That should work. So on that note, we need a ground. That's a positive to the starter. I need another positive. And then where's the ground going? Right to the thing there. So interesting. Tethers. I wish I could just bypass this. I think I'm just gonna bypass that, jump it, because that is for the freaking. That's for the. No, man, I can't tell if that's going in there. Yeah, that's for the jumper. So we're gonna bypass the tether for now. Let me find some wire. Jump it. I think she'll run, no problem. Just have to get some fuel in there. I need something to jump it with. Apparently this wire's not working out, it's too thick. Jump from the back maybe? That might work. try that. So we'll choke it up here a little bit. Place some more bacon in there. And let's give it a try. Maybe that's not gonna work. Oh, did I jump? No, yeah, I jumped the right one. Interesting. So I can't jump, it looks like. Should be able to. So let's try without it. No. What is causing? Like, I don't understand why I can't jump it. Should be able to. I wish I had a tether pin for this. I don't. I probably should just keep one, but. All right, let's figure this out. So I need this going to the battery, this going to the solenoid, but because this is going to slide right in there. So this will slide in there. Go ahead and mock this up because it's going to go there. The positive is going to go there. Actually, I think it says positive end. Yeah. This one will go there. Well, maybe this one goes on one end and the other one goes on the other. Yeah, maybe that's it. I think I'm over-analyzing this, so let's do this. So let's put one on one side. So I talk to myself a lot when I do electrical because I need it to make sense to me. Sometimes it always doesn't. So I'm going to flip this over just so it's the other way. All right, and then put this on there. I just don't know where this end goes. Just have to splice some wires together. 2 wires go? I don't know where the battery goes in this thing. In the plastic, maybe? There's the other ones. I swear it's this one here. That's the only one that would. That one's too dirty to be. This one's clean. This one's too dirty to have been used for anything. Darn it. What's going on? Any other ones? Positive, positive. I mean, this thing should fire up. I don't see why it shouldn't. That's gotta be that one. Those look like they're all for lights. What the heck, man? What the heck? Try the other way. For some reason, I'm not getting the fire off. Did I blow the fuse maybe? Watch the fuse be blown. Well, no, because then I won't be getting power. I'll just double check. All right, let me figure this out. I got a wiring harness for it, a new carburetor with an air filter. I basically ordered the whole wiring kit. This one would probably work, but there's some issues going on with this plug here. There's a loose wire in there, and I want to replace this as well. The start-stop button with the switch and lights. This does have the choke up here, but this one, I can only find the original style on this website that's like a European website, and they want like $150 for this thing. So I just opted to get a new wiring harness. I mean, for this whole wiring harness here from Amazon, it was like 35 bucks. And that's a switch, a start button, the regulator, a stator, a coil, a spark plug, basically the whole wiring kit. So let's get that on there. I do have a new carburetor for this thing, and then I ordered a new fuel petcock that should be here. I'll try that one and see what happens, but I don't know if I have any fuel hose for that. Let's see. Oh, this actually came with some, so this might work. We'll see. And then we'll see how much we got into this. I think right now I'm $100 into it, just under. And then I found a guy that has new bodies for him. $100. And that includes like the front light bezel, the heel or the footrest, the body. And then if I want to do new lights, it's another $25. So, I mean, between the two, we may go that route. But first things first, let's get this thing running, make sure it's good to go. Hopefully this goes smoothly. I don't see why it shouldn't. I need to make sure this is gonna fit around there first. I don't see why it shouldn't, but let's double check this first. My concern is the handlebar diameter. I don't know if this is gonna fit on there or not. It says it will, it's for these bikes, but you know Amazon stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, I got the new stator on there. So, get this out of the way. This tape is garbage. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this back up. Looks like there's another dowel pin that goes down here. 3 bolts. Good magnet, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to find a cover for that too. Joy. Should just look for one. I didn't even think about it. I'm guessing this one's gonna go. It's longer, so I'm sure the one's gonna go here. Other one's gonna go on the bottom. And then this one's gonna go here. And then this one is part of the wiring harness, the battery, so we'll leave that one loose, but that goes there. Alright, so here's the harness. I'm guessing, let's see. This is for the battery, so the battery's gonna go in the back. I hate when they have all these little pins here. We'll see what those line up with. So we got the battery. What does the switch look like? So the switch is going to be brown, blue. It's going to be a 4-pronged. I hate how they change colors. Like, why can't you just have the same color all the way through? So then I gotta chase down what's what. Who goes where, what goes where. Which is stupid. I really hate this sometimes. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna disconnect this. Let's see, we got red, green, black, and black. So this one matches, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. That's the key. And the coil, and the starting solenoid is green with, so that's gonna go into here. And then I'm guessing CDI. I got this coil here. That is green and black. Shit, I don't know if this thing's gonna reach. I hope. Oh yeah, it's plenty long. We got a green and a black with a black tracer. So those two are gonna go up here. Pretty simple. I'm not gonna put them all in. So that goes to there. And then we should have a CDI and a regulator. So it looks like we'll have some sort of lights in the back and some miscellaneous stuff in the back. All right, so this, let's see, it's a 4-pronger. It is none of those. Where does this go? This goes here. Yes, that goes in there. Which is crazy because this is all the way up front on this bike. So that goes there. And then where does the CDI go? CDI goes Um, 3, 4, 5. So I'm guessing this one, yeah. That'll go there. And I'm guessing this will go here. Maybe. That goes there, and then that'll go in one of them. All right, so this is the front. I'm showing This is actually in the back here, so I don't know where else to mount this. I'm gonna have to find another spot because this is supposed to go up here, and this is the back. Which kind of doesn't make sense. Just have to find a spot for it. Interesting, huh? Alright, let's get this stuff in there. Let me get this old one out. Let's cut all these zip ties, get this thing out of here. That's for the brake. Is there not one for the brake? That I don't think it came with. So we'll just leave that one in there. That'll be for the brake. I think that's the only other one. You can go, probably the light one. That'll probably have to go get used again. This stuff is so brittle. Horn. Is there a horn too? Jesus. I don't think we're gonna have to utilize the horn. And of course, there's a nut on the back. I definitely wouldn't say this is a direct bolt in or wire in, you know, plug and play, I guess you could say. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's more just like a universal one. So I need to get this off there too. And there's a nut on the back of that as well. Let's just do this. That'll just make it a little bit easier. I guess I could always just cut the loom open and move stuff where I need it to go. So this is the neutral brake lever. Alright, so this can come out of here. Let's get this up and out of here. Maybe another zip tie? Yeah. Horn. Let's see, a piece of rubber is garbage. Does the other one have one? Yeah, kind of one. Take this off. Starter. What the heck is that? That needs to come off too. So much stuff. That is it though. Let me pull this through. Should just get a hook on everything. What is this stuff? All right, let's get this thing out of the way. All right, so we know that this stuff's gonna be up front, this stuff's gonna be in the back. So let's just kind of snake this stuff through, get it positioned somewhat. All right. It's so aggravating. So this stuff needs to come down through here, right? Yeah. So where is this going to get plugged into? So I'm guessing blue and white, blue with blue tracer or white tracer. And red, it's a solid red. Great, there's not a solid red on there. Maybe red with a red and black tracer. Now where is this one going to go to? I think this is just holding this in for now. I feel like this is just temporary. So that leads me to believe that this can now go back over here and this will reach in there. Okay, that should be a short one. And about the same size. Alright, so that can go there. I'm not gonna zip tie anything up for sure. This battery. So we need one positive on here. Let's just bring this through. A little bit easier to deal with it out here. So that'll go to the battery. Do a positive on here. Yeah, that there was, oh yeah, so then this positive goes on the other side. How was that even supposed to fit on there? It makes no sense. Like that, I guess. Alright, and then this is going to go to the battery. It'll go through there. And this will sit in there. So that'll sit in there like so. And I like things to be nice and neat and clean, so if we can do it the right way, we'll do it the right way. Tie up everything. I'm done. I don't know where the hell that goes. Alright, so that's going to go to the battery, which is going to sit right up here. That's going to go to CDI. This stuff, I'm not sure where this stuff goes. Let's break their extras. Like one might go for this. Yes. And one might go for the tail light. So let me get some zip ties. Start securing this harness up there a little bit so it's not hanging down everywhere. just end up putting this in a lube anyway. There's just way too much extra floating around. So let's just go ahead and pull these out. I think it's weird is that there's not another one of these with a little rubber on it. I don't even know. Like normally it's like, you know, there's 2 rubber ends to make a seal. So I don't know what's going on with that. I guess it's just, they fell off or something. So where is the negative? Should have been a negative. There's the negative. So this is for the battery as well. And this negative just went to the cover here. Actually flip that around. Be more comfortable with it the other way. All right, so now we can start buttoning things back up. So we definitely have positive and negative here. So these are for the battery. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think I'm gonna have this go right under here. So I can tie this up. The green just doesn't seem long enough, but I think it'll be all right. And then just do the extra right there. All right, negative, positive, all good to go there. This extra, you can pull this through, and just button that all up here. I feel like this should have been that zip tie too. Who knew this would be so tedious? Currently working on this China bike. I got this one to go. This one, I did a rewiring harness. I got to replace this master cylinder for the rear and get a carb on this thing. Kind of go from there. We'll see how it goes.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
Where did you find that?
Some kid back in town traded the van for it, straight up. I can get 70 miles to the gallon on this hog.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
All right, today we're gonna see if we can get this one running. I already got the blue one running. Need a new wiring harness, stator, coil, rectifier, CDI, on-off switch, and carburetor, and the rear brake master cylinder was, the sight glass was all broken, so this one needs the same thing as far as the sight glass goes on the master. But I want to see if I can get this running first, and then we'll go from there. So I need to turn this body off first, so let's do that. All right, got the body off. We're just gonna hot wire this thing and see if we can get it to crank. So this is going straight to the starter, and then I ground to the other end. So let's see if we got spark. Because I need to make sure that is definitely happening. We got spark. Let's spray a little down the carb. Oh, shoot, I don't have any brake clean. I'm out. What else is flammable? Let's take this tank off real quick because they don't have the carb on there right, or the plunger in there right. So start with that. This one's gonna be a easy runner because I don't think it needs a wiring harness like the other one. one seems a little more heavy duty. Might be able to clean it out with some vinegar. Maybe it's not rusty, it's just old fuel that's in there. It's like caked in. Let's try washing it out, see what happens. It's the worst that can happen, right? What can I put in there? Some nuts and bolts, maybe? Working. Yeah, so we got it cleaned out a lot more. Yeah, we're gonna do the little rag in the tank. But they are done. I'll just dry it out in there. Get whatever else is left in there. But if you guys ever need to remove old fuel from inside the tank, I thought it was all rust, but apparently it's not. It's just tarnished gas. Definitely be putting a filter on there, just to make sure nothing gets into the carb. I'll just use paper towel. So I just cover the tank lid here. Let's put this in there. There's a rag in there, so. Much better. I have faith in that. That'll be able to work. Alright, let's see what's going on with this carb. Basically, I have no throttle. Let's tighten this down real quick. This is the throttle. I think I got 2 of these on there. That's not even. This one a bolt. What is going on here? Let's just take this apart and start over. I have no idea what they did here. So, take this out of here. Slide that out if we can. Alright, so I'll get this off. They have an extra one of these on there. Both of these off. Alright, so we got a full cable here. Oh, it looks like this end is broken. I gotta crimp that back on there. Some pliers. Or some crimpers. This little piece here came off. Probably catching, hanging it up. So we're just gonna give it a little crimp. That should do it. Oh yeah. Still got thread alignment. And then cap. I think this is bent. Seems to be bent too much or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's the right carb. I got a carb. I'm just gonna put that on. I didn't want to screw around, so I ordered one that I know fit the other bike, so I ordered the same one. Worst case scenario, I'll just return it. But let's just swap this out, because if this was running at all with that stuff that was in there, it's going to be all plugged up. It's too bad I don't have any brake clean, carbon choke cleans. I'd like to just pop this off to see if it'll run, but set all that aside and get this new cart up. All right, so this one needs a wiring harness too. I've tried everything to get this thing to work with the switches I got, but I think someone's already messed with it, if this is even the right wiring harness for this bike, so I'm just gonna start from scratch. All right, so we got this thing started up. The issue I'm having is this is supposed to be like a neutral safety. Gotta have this squeezed in to start the bike. So I've been having to jump this wire, not realizing that this was broken out of there. The other end of that is right here. That's not it. That's not it either. Where did it go? In this mess. I don't know what I did with it, but it was broken. So I think we shouldn't have an issue anymore. I will say these wiring harnesses, these China ones that are kind of universal, they're kind of a pain in the ass, but I mean, you're better off getting the whole kit, which has the, you know, the start button, the off button, the light button. It comes with the CDI, the rectifier, the coil, the stator, because then at least everything matches. You don't have to go through as much trouble getting it to work as you do if you were just to keep all the old parts and buy a wiring harness. All these connectors are different. This is a different harness than the little bike over here. So anyway, but yeah, if you guys are gonna go for a harness, just get the one that has everything, you know, the CDI, the rectifier, the coil, everything. It's just a lot easier to work that way. So this part I'm gonna have to change out today because that will bypass this, because I just had to jump that, like I said, in order to get this thing to start. So that is just telling it that this isn't squeezed in, just a safety feature on these kids' bikes, so they don't just start them up and drive off. That way they have adult squeeze it, you know, or they're on the bike squeezing it. So, all right, so let's get this finished up, and then I need to get this thing washed, and I'm gonna try to replace these tires, but I'm not sure how that's gonna go. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the video on these two. So basically we did a full wiring harness, stator, rectifier, CDI, coil, everything, switch, ignition. So if you guys are gonna work on these bikes, I would definitely recommend just going with a full kit. That way you don't have to cut and chop wires. I mean, you're gonna have to do it to an extent, but it just saves you a lot of aggravation, I will tell you that. Both got new fuel petcocks. This one here got new tires. The guy gave them to me with it, so I just threw them on. And other than that, these things are ready to go. So I don't know if I'll do this again. I mean, I'm not making a huge profit off of these. I got the black one up for 600, and I got the blue one up for 5. But it was an experience, that is for sure. So let's get another bike going. I did buy another flip bike. We'll see if we can get that one sold here quick. But the lady that bought the other 04 LTZ wants one of these for her kids, so she's gonna come by and look at one of these and then drop off a Polaris Phoenix 200 that needs service. So stay tuned.